Welcome to the second day of VI Grade's 2024 Zero Prototype Summit. Let's get started with a keynote presentation on the importance of a virtual first mindset in engineering the next generation of Bentley vehicles, featuring Charlie Smith, Virtual Vehicle Strategy Engineer at Bentley. In the face of the automotive industry's shift towards electric vehicles, simulation technology emerges as a crucial tool for success. Join us as we explore Bentley's systematic approach to leveraging simulation, emphasizing a virtual first mindset for rapid, accessible, and reliable engineering solutions.
Wow, those lights are bright. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. So my name is Charlie, and I work within the Virtual Vehicle Strategy team at Bentley. So we're responsible for investing in new virtual tools to provide our engineering teams with the necessary capability to reduce reliance on physical prototypes. So therefore, we're the drivers of the virtual first mindset for development of Bentley cars. So discussing the push for a virtual first mindset, it's important to understand the context of the situation in which Bentley are currently in. Along with the rest of the automotive industry, we're faced with the biggest challenge and the biggest change for over 100 years, as we wave goodbye to the combustion engines which we've been so famous for over our 105-year history. Alongside this electrification challenge, we face rapidly growing competition from Chinese manufacturers, producing vehicles with a 2-year time to market in comparison to the existing Bentley figure of 4.5 years. Finally, the increased complexity of vehicles has led to the highest number of systems to test and validate that we have seen. So looking towards the near future and how we tackle these challenges. Virtual tools will be vital for Western OEMs to navigate the transition to electric vehicles in a way which enables faster time to market in order to compete with the Chinese markets. This means introducing innovation to the portfolio of digital tools, but to enable this, a strategy must be implemented to ensure that the correct virtual tools are being invested in. The 3 key pillars of the strategy, which Bentley have decided to introduce and identified to introduce these tools, is that they must be quicker, simpler, and trusted. So Bentley announced our Beyond 100 strategy on our 100th birthday in 2019. We committed to producing our first all-electric vehicle in 2026, with 4 more to follow within the next 8 years from there. This all comes alongside our mission to establish our name as the most luxury, sustainable car manufacturer. Therefore, it's important, now more than ever, that we invest in virtual tools which will enable us to reduce our time to market in order to deliver on this commitment. A powerful graphic shown here highlights the competition presented by the Chinese manufacturers compared to other huge OEMs from further west. The number of electric vehicles brought to market by the Chinese competitors over the last 6 years highlights their rapid time to market with which we have to compete. So how do we go about this? The short and long answer to accelerating our time to market is simulation or virtual reliance. You'll notice that within the timeline above, that earlier development means lower cost. The earlier we can identify an issue, the less hardware we will have to change. As you'll see in the final box here, the automotive culture focuses on this late stage of prototypes for testing, at which point any change is not only expensive, but very slow. The mindset shift required is to load investment into the virtual series of development so that we do not have to rely on prototype tooling. But why are prototypes so popular? Let's first start by addressing the issue that physical prototype dependence is bigger in the automotive industry than any other. Of course, no one wants to be the first to pilot a prototype aircraft, but everyone wants to test a Bentley in the Swedish snow. And so we have to tackle the balance of benefits between physical and virtual testing by overcoming the inertia associated with replacing existing processes. We do this, again, by selecting virtual tools that are undeniably quicker, simpler, and trusted. So let's take a look at some examples of tools which we're implementing which epitomize the key pillars of what we have laid out for our virtual toolset strategy. Beginning with tools that are quicker to use, meaning reduced iteration time, which not only leads to a reduction in time to market, but also an increase in the quantity of ideas that can be assessed, therefore improving product quality. A key example of tools that we are introducing into engineering at Bentley is the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning. 2024 will see machine learning models used in occupant safety, pedestrian protection, and aerodynamics for the first time, enabling an increase in the quantity of concepts which can be evaluated. An exciting part of our AI projects for this year are the open interface provided to integrate the artificial intelligence into the software used by our styling teams. This will enable almost real-time aerodynamic analysis of styling proposals, allowing them to instantly see the impacts of the concepts which they propose. We're learning from our colleagues across the VW group to fully realize the potential of the application of artificial intelligence for aerodynamics CFD. Our colleagues have recently shared with us the results shown above, boasting prediction times of just 0.1 seconds for a CFD result, reported directly into the styling teams, which provides the ability to host live design reviews for vehicle styling. Our second pillar for pushing the virtual mindset is providing tools which are simpler. It's vital to utilize tools which are accessible in terms of understanding and interpreting results. In the next 2 months, we will welcome our Bentley eMeisterbach into our new engineering test centre in the UK. We can't show you too much of that image for the moment because there may be some very exciting components within that image. But this will be a key advancement for our hardware-in-the-loop capabilities and accelerate the access to test the physical electronic elements of our future Bentleys without ever having to step out of the lab. Finally, moving on to our pillar of implementing tools which are trusted, and a topic which brings us nicely back onto VI Grade and the Zero Prototype Summit. Trusted tools not only refer to implementing tools which have been correlated and used across industry previously, but also refers to tools which provide clarity of results to the test engineer. And there's no better way to doing that than introducing driver-in-the-loop toolchains. Our previous status at Bentley saw our only driver-in-the-loop capability owned by our vehicle acoustics team. This full vehicle simulator allowed refinement of secondary ride and vibration behaviors, with the tool being developed by Brule and Kier and VI Grade, both, of course, under the HBK umbrella. The simulator makes use of shakers fitted to all tactile points in the heel plates, steering wheel, and seat pads. Our full vehicle simulator, or FVS, then served as an inspiration for similar setups to be purchased by our colleagues across the VW group, owing to its accuracy for secondary ride performance and the immersion of using a full vehicle body. In 2023, at the Zero Prototype Summit, Bentley were part of the audience for the launch of the new compact FSS. Having demonstrated the simulator during the summit, we returned with a team of stakeholders the following month because we were so excited to give them the chance to demonstrate what we'd seen at the Zero Prototype Summit. Fast forward to December, and we submitted the purchase order to VI Grade for Bentley's first dynamic driving simulator, the FSS. The FSS will revolutionize Bentley's ability for assessment of ride quality and comfort, which is an integral part of our DNA, which we must retain as we transition to electric vehicles. We now look forward to the launch of our FSS in our new engineering test centre, which opens next month. A centre that you may recall will also house all of our hardware-in-the-loop testing, shown on a previous slide, and also will be the home of our full vehicle simulator, the new home of our full vehicle simulator, shown on the previous slide. But we don't plan to stop there. The full spectrum simulator may be our first dynamic driving simulator, but we are already discussing how to build a future-proofed process flow for real-time driver-in-the-loop tool chains to enable expansion of our driver-in-the-loop capabilities in future years. The pilot project for our FSS will be Bentley's first electric vehicle, and this project will be used to document the savings and benefits provided by the driving simulator to drive the business case for future expansion towards use of larger solutions, whether that be hire of driving simulator facilities or purchasing our own is yet to be determined. So that brings us nicely to the end of this brief keynote and lead on to the next exciting paper from Multimatic. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the team at VI Grade for organising yet another brilliant Zero Prototype Summit.